Easter egg they put into the game. They didn't go too far over, but now it has become apparent that that's what they meant by the early bird gets the worm. So we're from our first official actual invasion, not the fake practice invasion. We're 16 hours out from that, but there's something in the game currently. Basically, during invasions, you're going to get special sparks uh, per the type of invasion it is. Right now, it's mechanoid, so you're getting mechanoid sparks. Um, you'll notice these checkpoints or this achievement progression grid underneath arrival. And right there, it says 5K, 10K, 25K, all the way up to a million. So this progress is done by doing any type of invasions, adventures that deal with the type of invader we're dealing with. So right now it's like mechanoid. So doing like Factory 902 and what is that other one there?
Phalon prototype.
Yes.
Factory
So so
501.
so doing
Anything that
anything with
contains
mechanoids.
mechanoids.
At the very end for completing it, you're gonna get a little bump on that grid. So as you can see now, I just hit the 5K. So when you achieve the first 5K, which was 2 runs of Factory 902, gave me that 5K. So I'm basically thinking, you're gonna gain about 2,500 progression. So about 2% on this grid. Anyway, to the real information. So we've got these new symbols. A lot of them are from the divine forms, but a lot of them are actually from this hidden atlas. So when you get that, you unlock the mechanoid atlas. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh, really? You get the
So,
new symbols from there?
so there's new symbols on this, and you also gain something called a new currency. This is mechanoid
Yes.
sparks for doing these missions. And every
That's a
time
new
you
gimmick.
achieve one of those notches on that progression list that we just looked at, um, you will basically acquire more mechanoid sparks. I think you might get 100 every tick here or something like that. It might increase in value. I don't know. I just unlocked it. It was just made apparent to me. Shout outs to Master Crimson Reaper. Uh, and anyway, let's go take a look at that.
On the actual progression bar on that actual map, when you look at the evasion there, is how much sparks you actually get per tick. So that's you actually
Oh,
get
so
that
it
flat
does
amount.
it
It
does
is
tell you.
yes, yes.
Wait, where does it tell you?
Look at click on evasion.
Oh, so the 100, the 125, the
Yes,
150, 150, 175,
yes.
175,
That's your
175,
check
200,
goal.
200.
That's
Okay.
your
So
checkpoint.
that's the
That's
amounts
when
you're going to get for hitting
yes.
each one of these checkpoints. Gotcha.
So you're telling me I should do like a mech thing right now?
You
Yep.
should be spamming it out because it's a
You get
completely new system. Wait, is
okay.
there a value limit on? There's no currency limit on that.
No, there ain't no currency limit on it.
Do you get
Oh, that is
symbols for
fucking
doing
awesome.
it? Like, how many
Yes.
symbols do you actually get?
There's a
Um,
shit ton.
there's a lot of
Like
symbols in there.
it's like an
All
actual
right,
class
so
atlas.
I'm not. I'm streaming it on YouTube right now. I'm about to get back on Twitch. Okay, mechanoid threat. You know what to exact when you fight the mechanoid, so you can take 3/6/9% less damage from their attacks. The ability is not symbol and is always active. Wow. So it's not a symbol and it's always active. This is just passive.
Yep.
So once
Yep.
you
There's
get to that,
passives and then
that's
there's
dope.
symbols.
These shits are expensive as fuck though.
Yes.
You don't get a lot of
They are.
these. They're 50 a pop, and I only got 100 for the
Or
first area.
Yep.
how many
There's
different
got to
spells
be.
are
You know
there?
what? You're probably going. These sparks are also probably most likely going to drop when the invasion starts. Like you'll pick them up like random
Yes.
drops. But until that happens, you can get
You can start farming them up.
you can start farming them and start your progression. That's what they meant by the early bird gets the worm. So this has been in effect since yesterday when the launch went live. But let's look at a few of these mechanoid vulnerability. Your knowledge of the weak spots in mechanoid defense increases your damage to them by 2.5, 7.5, 10%. This ability is not symbol, always active. So these are like not symbols mostly, but there will be a symbol you probably acquire for mastering these. Wait, nope, this is a symbol right here. Quantum capacity. Each rank of this
Yes.
symbol increases impulse damage by 12%, but reduces your discharge recovery by 5%. So that's where that symbol came from. So that's one of
Yes.
the new symbols there.
That's the one. That's where I was telling you.
Mechanoid
Uh,
threat. So basically, this is right here you go. Reinforced shield. Shield power is increased by 4% for each level of this shield.
Wow.
For
Mm.
the yeah, you can also how mechanoids get barriers. You can also get
Oh my god, this
inflict
one's
those
there
damage
too.
against barriers. Yep.
Might efficiency is increased by 3%
Might
for each.
over worlds.
Wow, yeah, might of other worlds.
Yep.
What other ones are here? Another threat. Structure. What's mechanoid structure do? You know how to kill mechanoids faster and can use finishing strikes against them at a higher level of health. Each level of this ability increases the threshold where you can deliver. Wow,
What's really
that's
good is
cool.
electromagnetic pulse. What that
Does
does
it
is
matter what
impulse
difficulty
damage
you did it on?
is activated. You inflict
No,
more damage to
it's
shields.
whenever you complete it, you just get probably more progression or less progression. Not sure how that works out yet. Taking
Okay.
damage from an enemy in 8-yard radius has a
See,
chance
this
to
is
build
this
all enemy or blind all enemies in the range. This
this
chance is
this
increased with each level of symbol. It is a small symbol of evasion. The number of evasion symbols that can be
User left
active
your
at
channel.
a time is limited. Huh. That's quite interesting. I wonder if that's going to have properties for PvP because having an extra CC like that, every time you take damage from an enemy in 8-yard radius,
does it say all invasion only?
it says it is a small symbol of invasion. The number of invasion symbols that can be active at a time is limited.
User joined your
So
channel.
it doesn't say it's only for invasions. That's why I'm like, ooh, this is the one you were talking about,
User
electrostatic
joined your
attacks.
channel.
The enemy struck by impulse charge will take damage 2 seconds later if they do not move from their spot. Damage dealt is increased. Wow, that's gonna be really good for like slayers.
What happened?
Now
Electrostatic
everyone's gonna
attacks.
be using Berserker.
The
Everyone's
enemy
gonna be using
struck by
Berserker.
impulse charge will take damage 2 seconds later if they do not move from their spot. Damage dealt is increased with each level of the symbol. It is a small symbol of evasion. This number, so you can only have a certain amount of evasion symbols active at once. Electromagnetic pulse.
How much have you done with the Grand Prix?
I just went up to the 150. There's no point going past that. It's a waste of money. When
I'm
impulse
getting the horn
charge
scoot. I'm
is
getting the horn scoot
activated.
and stopping.
You know the horn scoot is slower than
It's
your
no
tractor,
different than
right?
a regular one.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Making sure. It's all vanity
I just
past
like how it
that 150. When impulse charge is activated, you inflict more damage to shields. Damage
Bro, I'm
dealt is
already
increased with
47 away
each
from
level
the
of the
horn
symbol.
scoot.
Nice. Nice. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything really broken. Plus activated, you inflict more damage to shields.
I just look at it this way. That's a lot of progression that you gotta progress your character.
Nah, I ain't worried about it.
That dazzling flare has me like interested. Because that could be a really valuable PvP node or symbol.
They're all good. The ones that look really amazing is the ones that deals increased damage against shields.
Yeah, they look pretty good, the impulse. When you do impulse damage.
Oh yeah, crits. I got slowing attacks and ruthlessness now as well.
Yeah, I'm working on my way to my second node for slowing attacks now, actually. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, I'm like right next to both of them. The other two, I'm like right there. And it's great because that'll be my next maximum recoil as well. So I'll have like 5 maximum recoil.
Yeah, see, I was going for my second level of recharge, and then I realized that I don't have enough pink nodes to get there. There's
And it maxed
a
archer
extra
last
hidden
time
one.
too.
Nice.
That's a big help. My game's been laggy as shit ever since this update. Like the frames have been better, but it just don't look like it.
That's all I can say about the FPS meter that the in-game shows. It's technically, realistically, not entirely accurate.
Yeah.